Hi, hello. It's been a while since I made a video like this, but I gotta make it because I have like if you are an avid watcher of mine, you would notice how inconsistent my content are, and how I want to make like a canon, thing, and just put non-canon on all things that I used to work on. I'm really inconsistent person, and I I guess I try to make sense of it, like why am I so inconsistent? Is it because of the progressive perfectionism that a video that I made like last month? Or is something else entirely? But basically, I try to learn new things every day. It's been difficult to just keep up with it. I guess like just keep up with one. It's a weird dynamic because I want to do this, and I don't want to shoot just one. I want to do all of it. Practice like all of them, and find out what I like the most, and maybe spend most of my time there. I just want to try new things and make it something that is solid and build a foundation to it and just gain success from that. But I haven't. But it's really like a double-edged sword because I at the same time that I make progress, it also like doubling down the progress that I made in the past. Oh, not so long ago, just a couple of days ago, something like that. Where was I? Okay, so content, right? Contents are very easy to make, I would say. I've been doing YouTube for like what 2 to 3 years now. It's been a blessing and a curse at the same time because I I somewhat know what my content is gonna be like, but I don't know what other people would like. So I try all kind of different things and just keep building things that never really ended. It doesn't have like a closure or like final moment, like a climax. It's only just things that I keep building and snowpiling, but it never rolled down the mountain. If you get what I mean, I would, make it like a snowball. And it's just stuck there. It's too cold. It's too cold. It's like a case too cold. But I want to make sense of it and trying to understand it, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Because on one hand, I'm always evolving and get better as a content creator. But then on the other hand, I don't know which one is the part I want to really take and focus on. It's really inconsistent as the name imply, right? And so I think I just make it part of my branding, just accept it as a part of me because I can't change that. I've been a very inconsistent person, especially when it comes to VTubing, YouTubing, streaming. I want to make all kind of content, but like I said, I become very inconsistent about it, and I have that issue for probably like just this year alone. Last year didn't count because I kind of know what I'm doing, but I'm not so sure. I was just, having fun mostly. But nowadays, I wanted to make sense, and I want people to enjoy my content as much as I enjoy making them. So, just to summarize some of the project that I put on. There's a story telling project about Batman Arkham Asylum, which I decanon it and just kind of drop the project because it's just me reading the script and edit the footage together, and just it's very bad bone. So I move on with it and make like a let's play of Arkham Asylum as a rookie detective, something like that. And I kind of just play into the role of someone who is a rookie, a newbie. And the truth is, I used to be like a Discord detective, so to speak. This is a title I came up with. But back then in like probably 2019, I would spend so much time on on Discord, public Discord server, so much that I become like like number one talker. I talk more than the admin and the moderator, and most of the senior members, because I felt like a second home. It felt like a home because I was lost at that moment. But long story short, there's so much shit going on in that server that made me into this branding of a detective, online detective that makes some, like detective wit and humor into my content. But basically, I didn't account it for, oh, I didn't plan to do like detective. I want to start off as a mental commentator. So basically talking about like mental health issue and spreading them, spreading the awareness, that kind of thing. And I thought I was like, well, that's like, well, I didn't mean to move that hard. I was like, oh, that's like monetized like on like people suffering, right? Because like I talk about mental health, and it would be like I made money out of that somehow. It's like side to go, not to this the channel or anything, but yeah, if I turn it into a business, then morally I would be incorrect, right? I mean, morally I would be discriminating people by accident because not fantasize but romanticize or you know uh, make it so that it's just a content and instead of actual thing that people need to be aware about. That's one thing that turned me into this detective that I call it. We stand for many things, which is VTuber, virtual, you know, we means a lot of things. But back to the topic, I I thought of making this inconsistent as part of me because I always growing, and but while I'm not doing the best or maybe not meeting your expectation, I try my best and I do my best to make sure that I have fun doing it and you have fun watching it. And man, there's a lot of man. It's gonna be like 10 minutes. I don't want to be that long. What else? It's like it's also come with like maybe I'm ADHD. I'm not sure. I might have to ask like my nurse, my doctor later. Maybe I'm ADHD and I can't focus on one thing because I've been all over the place. I want to stream this. I want to stream that. I never finish streaming one game in one consecutive like run, or so to speak. And the video that I make is inconsistent as well. But at the core, I want it to be something that I could stick around for longer than I, did. I don't really have like a solution for this. I kind of just want to accept this inconsistency as part of my branding. And, I said this before, but part of the branding of a VTuber who like so basically my backstory is a detective who is probably like a worn out person, because been through Discord before, doing some case and investigating stuff. I didn't do it for content. I never thought of doing it for content back then, but I could tell you someday. But that's beside the point. The point I'm trying to make is that I want it to be a part of me instead of just, oh, I'm so inconsistent. I should stop making YouTube or should stop streaming, stop doing this, that, do this, that, and just focus on new things entirely and just do the same thing to that, which is become inconsistent. Man, how many times have I said inconsistent? But yeah, that's just yes a bit. Actually, I want to make peace with it and just get some closure to it before we can move on to the next arc. But I make this video for those who are my avid watcher, so people who watch me regularly and drop like a like and comment like, Mahadra, I know you're watching this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. I'll know if you comment on the video or not. But yeah, I want to. It's kind of a directional thing announcement, right? Because I want to do more than just gaming, storytelling, streaming. I want to do music. I have guitar, so I want to learn guitar and making music, which is the music that you're listening to right now. This is a demo that I make, which is very basic. It's repetitive, but it makes sense, It's just a 1 minute loop of one song. Well, not song, just music. So it's a track basically. So yeah, I I I can't come to a conclusion in this video on this type of topic because there's no conclusion. I've become very inconsistent and I'm not gonna get like an ending for this. Things has just been such a mess for me, but I managed. I manage. And I'll thank everyone who, you know, support me and watch me regularly, still investing me and still believing me in terms of making content, still believe in me that I can make content. You know, all the support are really welcome, and I'm glad that you guys are here with me. You know, maybe we could celebrate like 200 subscribers soon. That depends. If I make more content, then yeah. But I wouldn't take most of the time. It's been like what, 12 minutes of recording. I'm gonna trim this down into like what, 8 minutes at most. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe or like or anything like that. It's gonna be in the description. So you know, yeah, we're gonna move on from this inconsistent and find a way to make a stable, you know, project and concurrent project and all that future project. I want them to be stable and something that I can focus on and not losing, you know, attention to it like the old content that I used to make. So yeah, I think that's all that I want to say, because it's been tough, man. It's been tough. It's been really tough. I'm not here just to make money, but I'll make another video about that, because that one doesn't really sync well with this topic. So yeah, all right, that'll be it. See ya. Ciao. No, ciao. There we go.